Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be installing a Termignoni Race Exhaust system on my 2025 Ducati Monster. So let's quickly take a look what's in the box and get it installed on the bike. Alright guys, so I took the liberty of taking everything out of the box and this is what we got. We have the silencer unit itself and all the hardware. It is obviously plug and play since it's directly from Ducati by Termignoni. So it comes with same exact clamps that are on the stock bike, so everything's going to be super simple to install. You got your new heat shield to go with the exhaust, and of course the cross pipe or mid pipe, whatever you want to call it, eliminating the catalytic converter. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look how the stock one is going to come off and get this installed on the bike. Alright, so the removal of the stock exhaust should be pretty straightforward and very simple. There is one bolt here that's holding the mufflers in place. Then there's this clamp that needs to be removed. We don't even have to remove the catback from the catalytic converter itself. We can take off the whole thing as one piece. Now if you look here, there's this one bolt that's holding the catalytic converter to the upper cylinder. Alright, so that's going to come off, and to make things a little easier, what we're going to do is we're going to loosen the header pipe. There's two bolts here, one and two. One's on the other side, to loosen it just enough that there's some wiggle in the pipe. It doesn't have to come off completely, just enough to give it some extra space to remove this pipe. Okay, now let's quickly go on the other side. There's a bolt right here that will have to be removed as well. Now I forgot one kind of sort of important thing. There's also a bolt right here, right behind the brake pedal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can sneak the hex key in there through this little hole to see if I can get it removed. If not, what I will do is I'm going to remove these two bolts that hold the master cylinder, the brake master cylinder, to the frame, and that way when you actually press on the brake, the whole unit will move up, and that'll give me some more wiggle room to remove that bolt. So let's see which way I'm gonna go with this, but for now, let's begin. Alright guys, so the stock exhaust is off. You saw how easily it came off as soon as I removed the side bolt. It actually fell out on its own pretty much. Yeah, so here's the Termignoni, here's the stock. As far as the size, Termignoni is just a little bit bigger as far as diameter goes. I know for a fact that just the catback portion of it is a little heavier than the stock. However, look at this cat and look at this cross pipe. It's substantially lighter than the catalytic converter. So definitely going to save some weight there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the mid pipe installed, or the cross pipe, again, whatever we want to call it. Yeah, and install the rest of the exhaust. exhaust is installed. Couple of quick notes as far as what I've learned, so you don't make the same mistakes as I did. To make things easier and substantially faster on the install, go ahead and do yourselves a favor. Put these clamps on right away onto the mid pipe or cross pipe and loosely tighten them. That way this clamp and a gasket all stay in place. Same thing for the other one. And then go ahead and put it in a position. And these bolts that hold the mid pipe in place, one that's here and one that's on the other side, just put the bolt through and it'll hold the pipe in place. Okay, that will make your life substantially easier. Then go ahead and loosely tighten everything so the pipe is kind of stays in place but not totally tightened. Then put the cat back on and start tightening everything from the header down. Okay, so that will speed things up a bit and make your life easier, especially that rear cylinder clamp that was a little bit of a pain in the ass to install by itself while the pipe is already on the bike. Okay, so again, that'll make your life a little easier. All right, guys, so one quick note. This exhaust does come with DB killers pre-installed. Okay, I am going to remove them before I'm going to start the exhaust. In order to remove this, we have to remove these carbon fiber caps. And to remove them, there's 4 bolts, one here, 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 and here, and it's a hex key. So let's go ahead and get the DB killers removed. I'm just going to test it without it. If it's too loud, I can always put the DB killers back in, but that's how I want to do it. All right, let's go. Alright guys, the baffles are removed. The moment of truth, I'm going to get the bike started. And let's see what this thing sounds like. Alright guys, so hopefully you heard that. It is substantially louder and sounds definitely proper Ducati. Now obviously the exhaust still needs to burn in and the tone may change just slightly, but for now I really like it. It is potentially a little bit on the loud side. I'll ride with it and see how I like it on the highway, whether it has any drone on the highway or not. If anything, I may always try to put the dB killer in to see what it sounds like, but for now I'm going to ride it exactly as is. Now for the next steps, I do have to make an appointment with the dealer to have the up map installed, and I'll report back if it feels any different. I would assume I'm probably going to lose some power riding it the way it is, obviously because there's a little bit of a loss of back pressure due to the absence of catalytic converter, which again up map is supposed to fix and give you a little extra horsepower and torque. So yeah, looking forward to that. Alright guys, so that will do it for today. Hopefully this video was useful for some of you. If you like the video, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more videos. See you soon.